State of the garden, May 29, 2024. Here we have the fertilizer farm. Oh, yeah, and we get eggs too. We have 3 hens in a row in this coop, this side of the yard, and they're pinned up, and they have this whole area that you see up to the tree line. There's a fence over there that they can roam. And we use that chicken litter to make compost. Let's take a quick garden tour, see how we're doing. So this bed here is coming along slowly but surely. And we just got some Kellogg breakfast tomatoes in here. And let's try to get these things up and going. One of my peach trees I planted this year during the eclipse had really good peaches on it, but I'm learning because the squirrels got 3 of my best peaches off of this tree. So we're gonna have to go with bird netting or something next year. Here's, look at these monster tomato plants. Already as tall as me. I think there's only 1 tomato on there so far, but we've had so much rain that what can you expect? And I'm letting this plant go wild. And some echinacea. Some others. We'll take a look inside there here in a minute. This tree also, this peach tree also did well. Got some good peaches off here. Squirrels did not get these ones. But all this is all new growth. See all this? That's just growth from this year. So it's done well. Again, planted in the middle, in the darkness of the eclipse, we planted this tree. Got some popcorn planted in the middle of that, but it hasn't come up yet. And then we got this peach tree here. It's a little bit different. It's got peaches on it, but I don't know. They're definitely a lot slower than the other ones. This is just some flowers and stuff. I was trying to just attract a lot of pollinators in here. I've actually planted popcorn in here a couple days ago. It's the red gold heirloom popcorn. Let's grow 1 stand of it here, mostly for the seed. And we got some, supposed to be bush peas, but they look like climbers. And then there's this peach tree, which is a different one. This is what they call a donut peach or something like that. It's real thin. So that's something different. Now we got some wildflower stuff back here, pollinator stuff. But this should end up being very interesting when this corn comes up. So what do we got in this bed? We got these 3 tomatoes, which are, let's see what we got. We got lots of flowers. This is black Krim heirloom tomato. First time growing these. I normally just grow everything from seed. I save. I'm a seed saver, so I will be saving these seeds. And so we got 3 of these going. This is Bulgarian peppers for making Bulgarian paprika. Sweet peppers or paprika. These are thriving pretty well. And we got these here. These are, oh, what do we got? Caspian Pink. Another heirloom tomato we're going to try this year. I just happened to run across somebody who had these. And I thought, man, I can't pass these up. We're going to give these a try. If these blooms all make, we'll have a pretty decent harvest. And then we got these here. And here's the tag. Not seeing the tag. It's around here somewhere. Probably covered up. But this is another variety. But, plants are doing well. Got lots of fresh blooms, so we should do good. I know, we got a straggler over here in the corner. This bed here, I'm getting ready to plant some South American popcorn. And here, I've just been de-weeding and letting the chickens get in here and let me get this thing under control before I fence it off and plant it. So I'll do that. There we got grapevine all around. We had a ton of grapes last year. Don't have near as many this year. I cut it way back. But next year it'll probably be massive, I'm assuming. Decided to feed the hummingbirds this year, make a nice attraction. I will actually pull this early in the year, in the fall, so that they can go back to natural feeding and then migrate on out of here. You don't want to feed them too late. One of my favorite trees, this Japanese maple. It's supposed to be a coral bark. It's not nearly as coral as it used to be. And then we got a lion's mane. Another favorite, real slow grower. And we got a little redback here. A couple more over here, and actually this is two different trees right here. The lion's mane and this original stalk. It's the lion's mane is actually a graft. It was grafted in there. And then the original tree has now grown up from the stalk. So we got two trees in one. Same thing over here, two trees in one. That was grafted in, that lace leaf. And we got the guard rooster with his flock over here on this side. Whole another, we got 6 hens and or 7 hens in a row on this side. Got that maple there. I don't grow near as much in this flower bed as I used to, mainly because of the chickens. And because see if I don't cover this up, these chickens love hosta. They would have ate all that hosta. They devour the hosta, so you got to do that. So the flower gardening is not near as fun with chickens, but the chickens are worth it. This massive, wild, out of control bed, but I don't care. I don't got time for all that anymore. So I just let it go wild. This side of it, that's mostly lemon balm. Lemon balm, echinacea, zinnias. I actually have my first blooming zinnia. That's some roses on this little corner. And we got Hungarian peppers here. It's going to be Hungarian. The other was Bulgarian. This is Hungarian. Original heirloom seed from a buddy of mine who is a seed saver. So we're going to Oh, got my first little pepper over here. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, see more. So it's starting to take off. And we got the container garden, which is thriving. You can see the special video on that detail, but yeah, it's doing great. Letting some carrot go to seed right there. That's what that is. It's carrot. You know what a carrot bloom looks like? Now you do. This was actually called mountain lettuce. I haven't ate any yet, but I should get a big seed harvest this year. That's the only plant I got out of last year's. We got ginger. That's turmeric. Ashwagandha. More ginger. And then bell peppers, bell peppers, bell peppers. And we also have some cilantro. Letting go to seed. We got strawberries. And I'm letting this, here's some more ashwagandha in here with these peppers. This is actually broccoli. It's an heirloom broccoli. It was too late in the year to actually make a head of broccoli. So I'm gonna let this baby go to seed because I don't have any more of this seed, and then maybe this fall we can plant some and try to get the greenhouse going this winter. And then there's lots of peppers. That's the main thing I wanted to grow in here. And these pots, and this is some of my best soils in these pots. Some rich dirt. And we got this Mr. Stripey. And we got a tomato in there. There he is. Yeah. Lots of blooms, but look how tall this thing is. This thing is just thriving. All kinds of blooms, 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 blooms. So if you notice, I'm trellising my tomatoes for the most part. And by that, I mean that I take out all these shoots that come up. I don't let the suckers or the shoots come out. I just grow the main stalk. I do got one there. But for the most part, I just try to grow one stalk and trellis it up because it'll put out flowers at every joint or every other joint or whatever. And you can grow plenty good tomato crop just by growing your main stalk. Or two. This one's actually two stalks, main stalks coming up. And then it looks like I got a third one that I missed coming. I'll let it go. And I get plenty of tomatoes out of that. This is a sugar baby pumpkin. Just a fun experiment. And then this is one of those cooking, canning tomatoes. It's doing well. It's healthy. All is well. I got outside the greenhouse bed. Yeah, by the way, we do got the main chicken coop. This is where I scrape up a lot of my, because the chickens actually roost up there. And scrape that bottom down there. Put that in the compost. Chickens don't even go in here anymore. They like that tall roost. And of course, I always got lots of echinacea around. And again, I save all my seeds, so I don't buy seed anymore ever. My mullein. This is my prime mullein plant. I got some mullein seed from a buddy of mine. The seed, Air Seeds, I believe it's called. He has a little seed business. He's got massive gardens, but all heirlooms, of course. And but we got the mullein seeds going. This is the second year, so you see it's going to flower. So I should get a huge stalk out of that, of seed and flower. And that's just gonna be great stuff. In the tunnel, greenhouse in progress, we've got That's a yellow daisy right there is what that is. Came back, volunteer. And I'm gonna have some ginger and turmeric in here. We got some bell peppers. These are a different kind of, these ones are the, I believe it was called white. I don't know, I have to look at the tag. There may be some leftover Hungarians, I believe so. Some kale, and don't ever plant, garden mistake, right here. Don't ever plant hyssop. This is anise hyssop. And that stuff is wild. Man, that stuff, it's the second year. I don't know if it's a preannual or biannual or what, but it's the second year, and it came back. It was taking up that whole back end back there. It was all that. We had great broccoli harvest this year, but check it out. When I cut the broccolis, it put out little baby broccolis. So I should still be able to get those. They look okay. I'm letting some of it go to seed, try to get some seed in, even if I don't grow the seed next year, because this is actually a different broccoli. It's a hybrid, so I probably won't save the seeds, but they'll be good for sprouting. So we'll have sprouting, and we've got a lot of valerian root around. Starting to harvest that. And then the work station for now, where we'll make dirt. We got a compost pile brewing. You can see my compost videos on that. We got a soil that we've made. It's just a lot of compost and a lot of organic material mixed in with peat. Starting some strawberries from the runners. Let me get those. I got these. So these are actually clones on the tomatoes. Mr. Stripey clone there, and some extra peppers. This box was a thriving box of ashwagandha until the chickens got through here, so I had to put this extra wire up here. I don't know, it looks like maybe a squirrel jumped in here. I see some squirrel damage down there in the dirt. See that right there? Yeah, that's squirrel. And then these are the other peppers, the paprika style peppers. And then just a few straggling tomatoes, see what they'll do in here. They're flowering. And this is kind of an experiment, because you know what happens in the summer, it gets so hot here in Arkansas that the blooms will start falling off. The plants, they just won't produce anything new. So I'm thinking in this shaded area, it gets it's morning sun, but a lot of shade. We should be able to carry on some tomatoes through the summer. Now that back there in the back is more valerian root. I'm getting ready to harvest all that. You see the flower tops. I'll harvest those seeds and get that. Got a couple dogs, big dogs, Cane Corsos. We got chickens. We got some other peppers here. So these are some hot peppers from my buddy. I forget what he called them, but those will be nice. And this is how I start a lot of my ginger. I'll just find a good ginger root, stick it in here and get it going. And then some more of my roasting peppers, and these all have ginger. And this one's actually turmeric. And I don't see anything coming up in there. So, oh, there's Mr. Rooster in his favorite spot. See? All right. He's gonna throw some chicken on the Barbie, but there's already a chicken on the Barbie, so I guess we won't put any new chicken on the Barbie. How about that? Anyway, the cool thing about the chickens, and why I don't mind having them, even though they can destroy stuff, which, you know, I mean, you can just see by looking at this ground there. You know, they dig and they dust themselves, and they eat everything. No, not everything. but they're always walking around and, you know, they're eating bugs, ticks, whatever. And we have lots of ticks. So that's part of my tick control, bug control, grasshopper control. Having these chickens circling around all my gardens all the time. This is my park. Slowly but surely making a little park here for the heck of it, right? Just for the heck of it. Besides, I didn't want all these leaves. Slowly but surely, we've been expanding our horizons when it comes to the landscaping. I started out as a landscape guy. Got into, well, why not? Besides growing ornamental, let's grow something you can eat. And then that evolved into full vegetable garden. And I have 10 gardens. And always working on more. Like, you know, I piled this up. I'm going to let that just break down and become a garden bed at some point. Got all this baby going and this one. So those will just sit here for a couple of years. And in a couple of years, that's going to be some awesome compost. But as you can see, we've raked all of this up. There was thick leaves and full of chiggers and bugs and everything else. And so now, by cleaning it all up, got a decent place out here. We got walking paths going out in the woods. We take the dogs walking. They have their own 3-acre lot to protect and enjoy. And you'll always hear me state the adage, state of the garden. And one of the things about that is that the thing about humanity is we're all designed to cultivate and protect the garden. Whether that's the garden of your soul, which is applicable, especially in a metaphysical and esoteric spiritual sense of things, but man, protect and cultivate the garden of your homestead. I just do a hodgepodge of stuff. This is actually elephant garlic. I don't know why they're all so crooked. They only got one that's straight. The rest of them are crazy crooked. But more lemon balm. I like lemon balm because mosquitoes and a lot of other insects don't like it. What do we got here? And we are full circle. Now let's go ahead and show you inside here. If we're going to give you the tour, let's give you the full tour. But anyway, that's what the inside coop looks like. We started them all out, but they do lay some eggs in here, so they're still utilizing this. They just don't like to sleep in here no more. They like the high roosts. But if I get some more birds, this will be a nice place to start them all out. Anyway, that is the state of the garden at Expanding Horizons, where gardening is a mass experiment, always experimenting. I'm no master gardener. I just like to grow things, always have. Everybody always says, man, you got a green thumb. Yeah, Rich has got a green thumb. Let's talk to him and ask him about stuff. I don't know. I just follow my instincts and grow stuff. You know, when God made man, he says early in Genesis, says he took the man and put him in a garden to tend and keep the garden. That's where we get the translation, is to cultivate and protect. So that's just like a natural instinct. And so, and we got some stuff over here. here's the popcorn we're going to plant later today before the rain comes in. South American popcorn. Get that in the ground. It's a little late, but that's okay. I don't mind a late crop. You get too much water in the spring, so we'll plant that and hand water. But just FYI, when I hand water with city water, I use a dechlorinating filter on my watering system. I don't like to water with chlorinated water, and the main reason is because that does kill microbes in the soil. I mean, think about it, chlorine, living organisms, they really don't go together very well. So if you want sterile soil, go ahead and water with city water, and I'm sure the plants absorb some of that chlorine. But they're not expensive. Just get online and find you a dechlorinating water hose filter and put them on your water hoses and change them out and use your water like that, or collect rain. I used to have rain barrels, but I need a better system. My homemade one just got real nasty. You got to have that thing clean and out of the sun, because it just grows algae galore, mosquitoes and everything else. So you got to really have a good system to do rainwater. And so I just use the dechlorinating filters. And if you're like me, you like green, you like growing things, you like creation. Have a good one.